Why is this so difficult? Let's see. Okay. Hopefully this works. Hello. Okay. Okay. I forgot I had like all the information from the old stream, which wouldn't be very good because we're not doing digital chippies today. Okay. I'm gonna try something a little bit different for painting this one. Oof. Is the volume okay, or is, like, the music too loud? Am I too loud? Hello. So I think I'm gonna wet this whole page. It's okay? Okay, thank you. Ah, thank you. Let's see how this works. Because Merlin has a lot of white to his outfit and occasionally like blacks and pinks and blues. So I'm gonna see if I can bleed some of the colors in together. There were two others that just didn't work. Ah. Sorry, let me see if I can delete the other videos. So let me... thank you. Is this outline with pencil? It is. I just like using mechanical pencil for my sketch because I like to do the final line art with watercolors. So I'm just gonna quickly add these before this dries. Because I don't know how well this will look in the end. Because we're just gonna experiment today. Because first, I'm not familiar with Merlin's design. But also, this paper can take a lot of paint. So I'm gonna see if I can delete those two other videos that you guys might have saw. Here it is. Yeah, so this is the wrong one. Ah, the other video is because, let me see if I can delete this. I had the wrong thumbnail and everything wrong with it. I forgot to set up the actual format for this video. Or not video, live stream. So hopefully I can get this sorted out. Okay, I think we should be good now. Okay. Hello. Oops, don't do that. Just gonna quickly let this dry a bit. For one sec. I don't have my fan with me today. Oh, so what I usually do, you'll see this in next week's video because I decided to paint something else for next week. Or not next week, this week, so like tomorrow's video. I usually do all my rough sketches and stuff with this mechanical pencil, which has red lead. Let me see if I can show you guys. And this dissolves with water. So I can be as like heavy-handed as I want with this pencil and then erase with the kneaded eraser and then go over with a clean sketch with just a normal mechanical pencil, and more or less like it's very clean because there's not too much excess like graphite. Also, if you do, like if you are heavy-handed with graphite, you could just lightly go over with a kneaded eraser and then seal it with water, like a light wash of water, let it dry, and then paint over it later. Where did I get this pencil from? You can buy these, they used to be at Staples. I believe you can find them on Amazon now because I think Staples discontinued selling these. My university stationery store, like our bookstore, also had like a bunch of these, so I stocked up on a lot. I carry some of them in here. There's like blues and yellows, orange, pink, purple, light blue, and dark blue. And I have like a bunch of them because I used to be obsessed with using those to draw with. What is it called? $4? Yeah, it's a bit pricey. Usually they sell, they're about $2 if you buy them physically, like in a store. You can go to like pretty much any of my watercoloring videos on my YouTube and I have it listed of what it's called because they're called Pilot Color Eno mechanical pencils. Because you don't have to use them to do watercolors at all. I just think if you like maybe the softer look, you can definitely opt to do your line art in pencil or like colored line art, I guess. I'm just gonna fan Merlin for a little bit. I didn't paint on his face, so I could just paint his skin color for now. I'm gonna get rid of this color, so I don't need it. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay, so Merlin's... This is gonna buckle so much. you guys can see better. I haven't used this paper in a while. And it dries a lot slower. Oops. What are the artists you look up to? There's a lot. Let me see if I can show you guys, since I think I need to let Merlin dry for a bit. I'll show you guys once I go onto my Instagram. Oh, there's like one right off the bat. Mako House. That's another one of my favorite. Her stuff is so beautiful. I love her Fire Emblem fan art. Let me see. Like she even uses gouache so like beautifully. There's like one of my favorites are in here. Maybe it's this one. Oh, it's this one. This one's my favorite. Her stuff's so beautiful. And then I have some in my saved posts. Let me check. This artist, Rin MR, Rin Mister, Rin MR, I don't know. They're a Vietnamese artist. They use watercolors like in such a soft way. So beautiful. This artist as well. Jizo.org. I always love their stuff. They use like watercolors so cleanly, but like the way they let watercolors like bleed to one another, it's so pretty. Like look how clean that is. Let me see if I can show you guys that one artist I was talking about last time I was live. Also, I like this artist. Look how pretty. Dang, I aspire to use watercolors like them, but I'm like not experimental enough to do that. See if I can find their names. The other person's name is like Salmonella Fish. That's another one. There's this one Korean artist. I don't know if I have any of her posts saved. Because I like to save posts on here so I can always remember to look at their art again. Where is it? I'll find it one day. I don't remember her name. Yeah, I'll see if I can find it. But I look up like to a lot of watercolor artists because I love seeing watercolor art. They're definitely expensive online. Oh, you don't use the dollars. I see. Who is this? I'm drawing Merlin from FGO. This guy. Salmonella Fish? Yeah, no, her art is stunning. She's so funny. She always calls herself like an old auntie. This is her stuff. So beautiful. Like, look at that. That lighting, though. And the way she works is beautiful. Oh, Noma. Noma's one of them I also like. But she's a gouache and watercolor artist. Noma. There's one specific one I really love. This one. She used ink and I think gouache for this one. This is my favorite one of hers. And she has like a speed paint of it. So beautiful. I love it. Okay, let's just continue working. Noma's one of them. I love Yeah, Noma's very good at what she does. I love her stuff. And she's very kind. Drawing with Waffles and Doodle Date. Those two artists I like to listen while I'm also like doodling and stuff. Because I love hearing them talk. It's a different artist. I don't remember their name. But it, like the person I'm talking about is a digital artist. They do like stunning like foliage and digital painting. It's really pretty. I love how she uses gouache. It's so pretty. She's so proficient using gouache too. The one with the mirror as well is another one I really like from Noma. Yeah, okay, his skin's bleeding. Ah, she does, yeah. I like Dina's as well. Dina, I feel like there's a whole like specific YouTube artist collective kind of group out there. So there's like Dina, there's Casey, there's Drawing with Waffles, there's like Bailey, Jazza, what's her name? Oh, I don't know. Super Ray Dizzle. Doodle Date. There's like a bunch of like specific artists. I feel like if you watch one, you watch more or less the other person. Those are like the people I like to watch with like if I'm doodling in my sketchbook. I love Dina's stuff though. It's so pretty. I don't watch Ray that often because they fall under a different, I think, category of like YouTube artists that I think Chloe and Mira Byler, I think her name is. There's also Hello Alice as well. There's like other people that are, I don't know. Like they're like I feel like they're sectioned off a little bit differently. Merlin's so pretty. I made the skin bleed into his hair more. Oh well. Weird art videos. Domix. Hello, Domix. He's Canadian. I just don't like watching, like, review or, like, testing, like, blank supply out. It's kind of like almost like trend videos I'm not that interested in. Especially, like, I mostly go to watch people, like, doodle or do art is more up my alley. Merlin's eye color is purple. What to do his eyes after? This paper dries really slow, which is good and bad. Let's see. Oh, thank you. I'm always worried about the format of the videos. Ah, thank you. It's still not dry. have to extend this eyelid. He looks somewhat cross-eyed. Oh, thank you. I was worried about that one especially because I kept changing the audio, which made me cringe, but it's like the only thing I could do. We ever do a redraw from arts from years ago? I've done it before. Maybe? We'll see. Recent K-pop drama and rumor and stuff. The only one I heard about recently was the one about producer, like the producer series. If that's what you mean. Because other than that, I don't keep up too much with, like, the K-pop stuff anymore. I kind of just keep more or less towards, like, the groups I like. Hello. I like fell out of the BTS fandom for a bit. I've only like listened to their songs. Like I used to be a hardcore BTS fan back in like before, what song is that called? War of Hormone. Cause that's what got me into BTS. Cause I loved War of Hormone. That song. I guess In Danger. Merlin has so much weight. Thank you. Some people just don't like groups, and it's fine. I just feel like if you have a hard dislike for a group, then I feel like that's the only thing I need a reason why. But if you don't listen to a group, then it doesn't really matter. Because it's all about preference. Well, I don't really know if it's the fandom's fault either, to be honest. Because some of it's because other fandoms make another fandom seem bad. Because you could say the same thing with like some other fandoms. Because it's the same thing, like if a fandom likes their group, which obviously that will happen because they're their fandom. They will have strong opinions like about the group, because I don't like when people say carrots aren't problematic. I think it's just because like I don't know how to explain it, to be honest, but like technically we are problematic. It's just people should stop putting their group on a pedestal, like a pedestal, and then assuming that everyone has to like that group, or you can't say anything bad about that group. It's problematic fans is when they can't accept that their idol can do wrong, or like, you know, they are human. They shouldn't be like worshipped. I'm just gonna quickly do Merlin's eyes because he's looking very weird. And I don't know if I like it. Hello! Oh, I don't really watch M82 anymore. I like some of their songs, but I don't consider myself an ARMY or a fan. I'm only a Karen and a Moo. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, exactly. So I'm saying, like, when people shouldn't say, like, oh, I'm not a fan of blank because of the fandom, because, like, you don't have to be a part of that problematic fandom just because you're a fan of the group. Yeah. Because even like for carrots, a lot of the problematic fans come from the younger fans that are more obsessed, I guess, with the fact that, like, you know, I don't know how to explain. Like, I don't know. There's like specific types of fans that are problematic, and it's like easy to recognize. I just don't like fans like this. Like pretty much goes from like every fandom, but fans that try to impose their beliefs and stuff to other people just because they like something. Because I think I've had it before, like either like XOLs, I've had armies, Reveloves, like a bunch of other fandoms, and they'd be like, "Can you draw so and so?" or like, "Can you draw this group?" And if you say no, they like unfollow you and stuff. And it's like, really, if you say you like my art and I say no to draw something for you, because you think strongly of like a certain group, and you unfollow because I don't stand that group as much as you do. I don't know. This puts me on edge. He's looking fancy. He looks derpy. Not only that, his head's like huge. His body's like tiny. I don't know. I might doodle or something after. We'll see how far I get with this, because I haven't been having a lot of luck with doing watercolors lately. Because I feel like I'm just out of practice. And this was a little bit too ambitious for right now. God, it's still hot. Ah, thank you. I had to take off the format of my live stream because I wanted to make sure it's like fitting the full screen. And my other overlay only works really for my digital, so I decided to put Dogyam right there. You guys can take your time if you guys are getting into 17. There's nothing wrong with that. There's like another thing I want to do for like 17 animations. But I need to find time to first like cut clips and stuff so I can cut the audio. Looks so derpy. Oh my god, I want to give up on Merlin. I should have planned to sketch a little bit better. Derp, derp, derp. Oh my god, my hands are shaky. More flashbacks. No, I've never drank my paint water. I've dipped my paintbrush into my drinking cup before, but it's kind of hard to do that now, especially because like I have it in a thermos, or not a thermos, like a thermal cup. Best friend fell into the 17 rabbit hole. You pray for her. Hello. Ew, oh my god. The thing is, like, watercolors wouldn't be technically as bad, I feel like. But, like, I've watched... Oh, what's her name? Is her name Dania? The oil painting artist on YouTube? And she accidentally drank her, I think her Varsol? Oh god, like, I can imagine that. And she had, like, phone poison control and stuff. I wouldn't imagine that. Like, drinking Varsol? Oh, jeez. Or not Varsol. Not Varsol. It's like, oh, what is it called? The painting medium? Oh my god, why don't I remember? Varsol's for printmaking. What's the other thing? Oh, I don't know what it's called. Hello! Gamsol. Not Varsol. So, like, your cleaning spirit things. They use to dilute your oil painting paints. I think I need to darken his eyes. It looks really derpy on camera, but here it looks okay, but I feel like I do have to darken his eyes. I'll darken his pupils a little bit later. Yeah. She's fine. She was fine. Because I don't think she took like a drink, I think. One, like, a sip of it. Ah, thank you. The drawing reminds me of the church. I can see why. Hopefully, he kind of looks like, he looks like a priestess kind of person. I hate Merlin. He's so dumb. I hate Merlin. Maybe I'll add, like, his pants first, so we can add some darkness into here. Or I should put the yellow in first, actually. Wait. Probably smarter to add the yellow now. Jungkook on my phone? What, you mean this? This is Wonu. Ooh, have you been watching any animes recently? We've been watching... So me and my brother watch anime at the same time because we like to watch similar series. So we watch them like every Saturday. So we're watching Dr. Stone, Boku no Hero Academia. What else is there? FGO Babylonia. Seven Deadly Sins. What else is there? Wait. This should be blue, this should be yellow. Chihaya Furu. We finished Kimetsu no Yaiba recently. What else is there? We have a lot. We were watching a lot. Why don't I remember what they were? Because I don't watch animes that often anymore. Just like more recently. Oh, we finished watching Gintama. Because me and my brother were saving it, thinking that was gonna end. And then they end on a stupid plot point, and I'm just like, or not even a plot point. It feels like a filler, but it's like not a filler, and I'm just like, what am I watching? Well, that's why I love Gintama. What else is there? Nope, that's supposed to be blue. Can you tell us how good Holbein watercolors are? I actually really like Holbein. I feel like it's easy to activate. The pigments mix very well with one another. The ultramarine does granulate, so if you are getting the Holbein set and you do pick up the ultramarine, it does granulate. I think the colors are very vibrant, and like the tubes last you a very long time. So I really do love Holbein watercolors. Oh, I see. Okay. Natural synthetic brushes. I use synthetic brushes. No, you can have Dogyam as your background. I love Dogyam. I'm catching up on the manga for Haikyuu. Cause I'm sad. I don't want to say any spoilers, but like my feelings for the third years. Oh, I got my brother into anime when I was in, like, just before he went to university. And then he got hooked. But then he got me hooked on watching Gintama. So we watched that together, and then we started watching animes together. Natural brushes are like natural haired brushes. I only have one, which is this one, which is, I believe it's a Kolinsky brush. So it's made out of, like, some of them are made out of horsehair, squirrel hair, like muskrat, weasel. This is a Raphael Kolinsky brush. It's really soft. They hold a lot more water than synthetic brushes. But it's a little bit too, as you can see, like, soft for my taste. These ones are a little bit more springy. These ones don't hold a lot of water, but I'm also using, like, script brushes. So, like, they're not meant to hold a lot of water anyways. But, like, I just like using it because, like, I can still get, like, broad strokes, but then, like, it has a fairly thin point. It looks really dull right now. And these are, like, fairly cheap, but the points are fairly sharp. But you can get, like, I think natural hair brushes are a little bit more versatile. Like, I can use this, but I struggle. I think I posted a video about it. Using that brush. Because I used it for this one. Look how creepy this looks. I don't want to read Killing Stalking. I've seen so many screenshots and stuff. It's not my favorite type of manga to read, or webtoon. I don't like reading R-rated stuff anyways, like R18. If it's like gore or like sexual stuff, not into those two stuff. Yeah, I guess like vegans would stay away from using the natural hair brushes. It's similar, I guess, to like if people were to use like makeup brushes, they probably lean towards synthetics to make sure it's cruelty free and stuff. Calligraphy brushes. I don't think I've ever used a calligraphy brush that's not like in a brush pen form. Oh, this tea's still hot. Some people like using synthetic brushes. I definitely do. A lot of people use like squirrel hair and stuff. It holds a lot of water. You can get a lot out of it. I think I need to buy a new, like this kind of brush because the tip isn't very sharp anymore. I feel like you have to have a certain kind of taste to read that webtoon. Because I had a few mutuals on Instagram who read it, and they went on a feels roller coaster. But I couldn't talk to them about it because I didn't watch it. Or not watch it, read it. I wasn't as interested. I don't really read yaoi anyways. Not really up my alley. I've read Shonen Ai before. So I don't mind like boys love or anything. But yaoi is just not my thing. Well, I think it's just a different kind of taste. I think if you like that control, synthetic might be a little bit easier because I think the brush hairs are a little bit more stiff. While if you're used to using like certain techniques where you want a more flexible and more like softer brush, then definitely natural is the way to go. Because I picked this up when I was in Japan. And I just liked the shape of it, and I knew like Kolinsky was a well-known brand, so I knew I wasn't gonna get a brush that was gonna be crappy. And the size is quite nice, like for a size 6. It's quite nice. Maybe I'll give it a go. Maybe I should challenge myself to make a painting just using this brush. Because it's possible, but it's just, like, I just struggled with it too much. Where do you buy your brushes at? I bought these ones from Michael's, I believe, like 3-4 years ago. I've used other brushes that are like just the blue handle with no brand on it, and those were from Amazon. They also work well. I've used them for like a couple of years. I think about a year or two before I switched to these ones. Because if you guys don't know, I'm a self-taught watercolor artist because I didn't learn it in school. We were only taught how to use acrylics and oils, and then I taught myself how to do watercolors because I wanted to go away from acrylics and oils because I detest them. Oh, that's true. There are some really good synthetic ones out there though, yeah. I mean, I like gore. That sounds so weird. I mean, that's not weird. I don't think it's weird. Some people really love like that horror, gore kind of thriller kind of mangas. That's not up my alley. I'm very like I'm weak-hearted, I feel like. I watch like podcasts or like those BuzzFeed videos, Unsolved or whatever. Like I'm so paranoid right now. Like it's been I think 3 weeks after watching that, I'm still paranoid about stuff. I don't know. Ah, Kolinsky brushes. Yeah, because I also have a Kolinsky brush, they're really nice. So I don't think, like, as long as you find brushes that you can work well with, I don't think there's really any problems with, like, I guess finding brushes. As long as, like, you know how to work with them, then you're fine. As long as, like, your materials are, like, helping you make art and not hindering you, then I think it's fine. Like, you don't have to buy brand name stuff. You don't have to buy, like, oh, I like that person's art, so I have to go buy those supplies and those stuff. Because just because the person you admire uses like certain art supplies, you don't know if it's gonna work well for you because you work differently. Okay, I think I'm actually gonna do the line art for his hair and then add the shadows because the white hair is throwing me off a little bit. Hey, there's a demon, it's your boy. As long as like you're under the, I guess like as long as you're close to student grade, I don't think anything's wrong with that. Because I know watercolor's a little bit tricky only because like if you were to do like sometimes wet on wet technique, like what, why can't I speak today? Wet on wet, I still can't speak. Wet on wet techniques. Sometimes the colors don't bleed into each other as nicely. But as long as it works the way you want it to work, then it's fine. Because I used these really crappy watercolors when I first started out. And my professor literally thought it's because like, oh, maybe it's because she's new to watercolors, she doesn't know how to use them. And then I switched to Koi, their 18 watercolor set. Worked a lot better. Convinced my professor that I can do watercolor, so like you shouldn't worry about me not passing your class. And then I did watercolors for my final year as well after I switched to Holbein, I believe. I did Holbeins and I did my liquid watercolors, I think. Which way is Merlin looking? He's like looking this way and this way at the same time. I think that's why he looks so derpy. I watched them at night. I watched it like not, it doesn't help that like daylight saving happened like recently, so it gets darker earlier, and I'm home alone until like 5 or like 6 o'clock. And like, I'm like screeching in the corner because like everything's like dark. And I don't want to turn on like every single light because I don't want to raise the electricity bill for no apparent reason. This is me being dumb though. I should just stop watching those. Ah, I think it's because like you feel more tense. I just feel a little bit awkward right now is because I'm not like hovering above my drawing, but my camera is above my drawing, so like when I'm looking into like looking on my computer, I can see what my camera sees, and he looks super derpy. But he looks fine from my angle, because this is what I'm seeing, and he doesn't look that bad. Like, he looks fine. But right now he looks derpy. Exactly. You'll never see the sun. I always hated that at university. Because I'm stuck in the studio for like 8 hours and I come out and it's dark and you leave to go to school at like 6 or like 7, it's still dark. Hated that. But then again, like, I'm also that dumb person who went to the studio at 3 a.m. and got yelled at by my parents. Because my brother ratted me out. Which was bad on his part, because, like, they mostly yelled at him. Because he was supposed to escort me. But it's fine. The funny thing is, like, as weird as it sounds to go to, like, a studio at 3 a.m., it wasn't that weird because there was at least like 8 people in the studio. So they either came in during that time or they stay overnight. I hate portfolio season. Hate it, hate it, hate it. I feel like I could rant about university. Hello. What grade are you in? Me? I graduated university 2 years ago. I'm 23. Just because your GSCs doesn't matter compared to year 10, year 11 by switch whole to I did for Schminke, then Senier? I don't know how you say it. Then Mijello Mission Gold. Whoa! Dude, you're trying out them expensive paints. Dang. I want to try Schminke and Mijello Mission Golds. Like, not only that, the Mission Gold set just aesthetically is beautiful. I will never forget when I first started getting into watercolor, I bought what I thought was skin tone watercolor tube and complained how I always had to water it down because the water or the color was so pigmented. This year I realized it was gouache paint. Actually, you can use gouache paint similar to watercolors and the color payoff is technically a lot better. It's just you won't get that opaque look from it. If you wanted it to be like how gouache is supposed to be, because gouache actually has more pigment than watercolor does. Our studio closes at midnight. Oh, we have our access cards because we have to swipe in to get into the building and then swipe in to access to get into the door, or you go through and you swipe your card and then you have to punch in a code. And usually one of the male professor Lars will walk girls. Oh, that's nice. We always have to phone we had like a campus, I don't know what they called it, but they can escort you to wherever you need to go. And it's like a buddy system where there's 2 people from the campus support group and they'll walk you to wherever you need to be so that you're safe. I wake up at like 5 a.m. and leave to get there by 7 a.m., get home at like 5 p.m., then suddenly it's dark again. Yeah, exactly. You don't see the sun. Yeah, I'm 23. It's one of the benefits when you have an aunt. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, that's so nice. See, this is like my dad's like, he likes art, but my dad was more into like Chinese calligraphy. And then his twin brother, or like my uncle, was into like painting. So like technically I should go to him to talk about it. But language barrier. My uncle was trying to get me to go to China or like Beijing to attend a art school. Or like at least let me try to enroll. Because I'm not sure if I would get in. Because he was trying to get his son to do it. But his son wasn't even into art. And he couldn't get in. And I'm just like, wait. Don't push your ideals onto me. I'm not even your child. I don't even know if I should be talking about that on stream. Hopefully my dad doesn't like put this on the background. Sorry if you do. Shouldn't be talking about like private stuff, I guess, in the live stream. Ah, so did you ever talk to your grandfather then? Because my parents were very much against me going to the arts. But luckily my counselor helped me convince them. Oh, I wanted to see. Would you guys be interested in seeing, like, one time if I did pencil crayons on a stream? Like a pencil crayon illustration? Because I finished one recently, and I think TV doesn't watch my streams on YouTube. Oh, no, no. I'm sorry. Because I would like to do more of this kind of stuff, like, eventually. Merlin's probably still wet, so we shouldn't put that on Merlin. But I feel like I would want to do more pencil crayon stuff, like, eventually. I think I have more in this one. Yeah. Jisoo. And I think I did charcoal and stuff in here. Oh, look at my old stuff. Wait. These are from 2015. That's supposed to be Jin. Dang, my art's gross. Ah. Gee. Maybe I'll try. I'll get one sketched up eventually, and then on stream we can color it and render it. Cause like pencil crayon, as much as it is a pain to do the whole illustration, I think it's fun to just build up color. My mom wanted me to be like a doctor or something, but my dad really liked art and wanted me to do it, so I just pursued. Oh wow. Oh, at least your dad's very supportive. That's really nice. Oh no. I wish grandparents would live longer. I know it's like a stupid wish, but like, cause I think one of the closest grandparents, I don't know what you consider a grandparent. I guess he's like a great uncle, passed away like I think a year ago. And like I've never cried so much in my life. Because I grew up with him, and then I haven't seen him in 10 years, and then you see him again, he's not doing well, and then he passed away, and I'm just like, oh no. Is the music playing Animal Crossing? Because if so, it's good choice. Yes, it's Animal Crossing. I love Animal Crossing. Excited. What pencil crayons do you use? I use Prismacolor Premier, which is all in here. I'm gonna move Merlin for like a second and not get paint on this. So these are the pencil crayons. I need to move these lead holders somewhere else. But I'm so, I don't know. Do you guys do this? I want to use as much as I can from this pencil, like literally as much as I can. I've done this with like Prismacolor coal erase, where I literally went down to that metal part where it holds the eraser, and it's like this short. I'm getting there, but I will use it till it's dead, basically. Because the skin tones are getting fairly small. But yeah, I had I don't know what sets they were. I have 2 sets of the premiers, and then I have one set of I have one set of the premiers, and then I had 2 sets of the scholars. I think I might have 2 sets of this, because one was given by my art teacher, I think from high school, or somebody from high school gave it to me because I used pencil crayons a lot during high school. Like pencils and pencil crayons was like my main medium that I would use in high school. Do you like using brush pens? No, I actually don't. I have no control. No, it's okay. It's okay. Ooh, oof. Okay, I hope your pencil crayons aren't broken. I would say definitely just give it a go. Maybe some miracle they will stay alive. I remember back in high school, um, we were given like we were allowed to use Prismacolor pencils that were given by our teachers, but she would have like a set per class or whatever. Like when you're in the class, you can use them. And I remember there was like I think four of us in grade 10, and there were we're sitting together, so like there's two on this side, two on this side, and they would just constantly throw the pencil crayons across, and I'm just thinking in my head like I'm pretty sure, um, what is that? Oh, I'm pretty sure that the teacher was like, "Oh, don't throw them across because they'll break." And like these guys were like, "Huh, like wooden pencils don't break." But then when they went to sharpen it, like they had to sharpen it down to the last nub, and she was like furious. Where do you get these holders? You can buy them from like a lot of art stores. They're called pencil extenders. I got mine from Amazon and they came in a pack of 8, I think. But they're a little janky. Let me see if I can show you. They're definitely not my favorite. I think the ones I have here right now are actually all okay. Yeah, these ones are all pretty tight. I have one that, oh, here it is. They come off, so it's like, make sure to secure them. Or like when you're using it, it'll be very loose. But basically, you just loosen up the top. You stick in your pencil, and then you tighten the top to basically clip onto it. There's definitely better ones out there, and I like unless you're using pencil crayons, you only really need to technically have one. But if you're constantly switching between pencil crayons, then I do recommend seeing if you can get a pack of them. So you don't have to keep like taking out one to put in a new one. Or if this happens. Okay. Or did you mean the case? Yeah, I don't know why people did that. Oh my lord, you bought a case for yours. I literally have them in the box. You can't. Ah, it's because I had to go to a convention and I'm also very dumb. And I've done this where I've opened the tin case and I tipped it over and it all spilled out. So I needed them to be secured. What's your favorite 17 concept? That's hard. I feel like I loved like Monse, but like I don't not particularly like the school concept, but I like the upbeat. Like I like Snapshoot and like Pretty You. I definitely am more drawn towards fun concept, bright concepts, but I love their mature sounds, I guess. Like I liked Fear. I liked like Thanks and Don't Want to Cry, but I also like oh my god. Okay. I like when they like I don't know. I don't think I have technically a favorite. Though my song favorites, like my favorite songs tend to be the upbeat ones or ones that calm me down, which tends to be Pretty You is my top like number one top song from 17, and I think it's my favorite song overall. I like 20. I like Our Dawn is Hotter Than Day. I like Snapshoot. I like Hug. I like Pinwheel. What else is there? Swimming Fool. I don't know. Smile Flower. I like a lot of their songs. I can't. I don't know. I'm gonna say upbeat because they're really good at just making carrots. I feel like feel uplifted. Okay. Hello. Hi. I don't know why I was like flustered for a second. Aju Nice is. I love Aju Nice. I want to draw more Snapshoot stuff. I kind of just want to draw my sketchbook right now, But let's do a little bit more for Merlin, and then maybe we'll do some sketching. Do you guys want me to do some sketching, or what do you guys want to see for this live stream once I do a little bit more progress on Merlin? Because I shouldn't abandon Merlin quite... Unless you guys wanted to see me finish Merlin. I keep forgetting to do the gold. Because I don't stream that often. I'm gonna stream like every 2 weeks, I feel like. So I was gonna do Instagram stream in between and do YouTube streams every other week. And then, yeah. We'll see. But I think Channy's better. Not to talk about more about 17, but I think Chan got better, which is nice. Like, I like squealed, like internally, when I saw Channy in the photo, and I'm like, ah, Channy. Oh my, that's what I forgot. Yeah, that reminded me. I think that might be my favorite concept as well. I think because I looped it in with our dawn is hotter than day. Yes. I keep like, I don't know, the Fear music video has so many feels for me, like so many. Yes, Monse, oh my god, my fave 17 concept was Oh My, by far one of my favorite eras. I feel like Oh My was definitely a favorite of a lot of people's, which is really, I'm really glad. Either. Oh my god. I don't know. I feel like I don't stream often, so I would like you guys to choose because it will be in real time. Which is why I would like to do at least once a month, at least, to do a Sketch With Me video. But I'm still thinking what I want to do for that. Because, I mean, I could draw Snapshoot today. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, really? I don't know, I listen to it whenever. I think, like, Oh My falls under the same category as Pretty You and 20, for me at least, where if I'm feeling sad or, like, really down and I need a pick-me-up kind of thing, I will listen to those songs. You want to draw a Snapshoot? I think you should. To be honest, it does. I honestly would, like, if I could, give the world to 17. Thank you. What kind of paper are you using? 140 and what brand? I'm using Strathmore 500 series 300 GSM? I think. Yeah, this is by far my favorite paper to use for watercolors for like final pieces. Not necessarily like for chippies per se. Because this is the sketchbook that I've made. You guys probably already seen that. Did I show this? Actually, I don't remember if I have. With the Coptic stitch binding. So I have this in here. Promise Neverland. Draw this in your style. Masaki. Which I actually like the blue tones in here. Date. Date again. Oh, I did show this before. Because this was in a speed paint. Something that I hate. Oh, and I showed this one too, yeah. Yeah. For Lana J's, draw this in your style. I actually really like this. Came out a lot cleaner than I thought it would. Ash, my baby. Ignatz. Mercedes. Dogyam. There's too many smudges on this page, so I decided to use pencil crayon. And then we're drawing Merlin. Winter Bear? Ain't gonna lie, I tend not to like winter K-pop songs because of how many ballad songs appear despite owning a EXO's winter album. Love. Ballads, okay, I'm the opposite of you, I guess. I love ballads with a passion. I'm not. I live in Canada and they don't have any Canadian stops, and I was planning to go to the one in Seattle because one of my friends potentially could drive there, but I'm not sure if she's willing to go see 17, so it won't make it worth the trip for her, and I don't want to do that to her. And people are like, oh, just get a plane ticket, but like I saw the prices for the tickets, and then there's plane tickets, and then for me to justify myself staying there long enough isn't justifiable, I guess. And I don't know, my mutuals, like there's a few mutuals on Instagram, like some of my 17 fan artist friends are from Seattle, so I would like to go see them, but like there is another opportunity for me to go to Seattle next summer, so I can meet up with them another time. But I kind of want to save money. The thing is, like, I don't mind seeing them. Like, I don't mind never seeing them. That's the thing. Like, never seeing them in person. I feel like I'm fine with supporting them from afar. Like, I don't need, like, I would love to see them in person, but, like, it's not necessary. I feel like it's only because, like, I wasn't able to see Infinite when they were OT7, which breaks my heart. Live, like, ever, and now they're like pretty much they're group of 6 now, and all of them are in the army, except for Myungsu. But the point being is, like, I don't think it's necessary for me to go there. Like, other people can go and support them, but like I feel like if they ever do come to Canada, then I probably will. And at this point, I feel like I'm gonna need to save up the money because I'm actually working on making Hansuke plushes, so I need to save up the money, and then that would have dug deeper into pushing that project back if I went to go see 17 by buying a plane ticket, staying in an Airbnb, going to see the concert. It's like, it's just a lot. I feel like if we did a road trip and maybe if I could stay with a mutual, then I might have went to see them, but like I'm fine not seeing them live, to be honest. I feel like it's fine. Who's Merlin? Winter Bear by BTSV. I'm not too up to date, but so I'm not sure. Dogyam. Merlin is a character from Fate Grand Order. It's this dork. Yeah, he's a video game character. Avi recently announced yeah, they did. They announced Europe dates. Y'all should thank Jonghan. I know it's not technically true, probably, but a person asked Jonghan at a fan signing if there will be European tour dates, and Jonghan said he will talk to S-Coops to talk to their CEO or like the higher ups about it. So there's a joke going around that European fans should thank Jonghan because they got European dates. Yeah, they're coming. They're coming soon. They're probably gonna be released like tomorrow or something. Cause last time they like announced your like North America date. North America. Um, it was released quite quickly. Hmm. Bright and dark concept genres the most. I have used Fabriano, but the Fabriano paper that I used was only 270 GSM. Um, or not, is it 270? It might be 240 GSM. So it was still like lighter weight paper. Wasn't my favorite, but I have used it before. Oh. I believe Fabriano's not as expensive though, depending on like the weight of the paper. It's cheaper than Arches for sure. Because I bought 4 sheets of the large ones because I had to use it for a huge painting. I do feel like going to concerts is always the hardest when it comes down to traveling. I've seen EXO at concert in LA, which was for a 4-hour drive. Yeah, Seattle for me would have been over like 16 hours. Nope, I don't feel the need to use a block. I'm okay with just like pinning down the paper. Oh, that's fine. I feel like just because you're not good enough or like, you know, good enough, that shouldn't restrict you from wanting to use certain materials. Like if you have the means to, then like by all means just use it, but like knowing that you have used it before will make it easier for you to like to learn how to use it, I believe. So I can't sleep on any either, to be honest. I couldn't sleep when we went to Japan. But like in terms of paper, this is probably one of my favorites. The way it layers colors is just, I love it. I just feel like it's not necessary for me to go to a concert. Like as much as I really would love to see 17 like in real life, I don't think it's a good time for me to see them now. Like I even thought like they were gonna have tour stops for Canada because I even bought the Carrot Bong, y'all. Version 2 at least. As soon as it came out for international buyers, I bought it immediately thinking that I will go to a concert. Because if they came to Vancouver, that would have been the most ideal. That's why Seattle was kind of like in mind. Because like Vancouver, I could also drive to, like my friend and me could get there if we drove. Because that would have been around 16 hours. And then if we went to Ontario, then my dad also wants to go to Toronto anyways. So like that could have been a planned trip as well. But the fact that it's in the United States, it's like North America, eh? It makes it a little bit harder for me, so that's fine. It's fine. Like honestly, like I think when they first released the American tour dates, I was salty about it. But like at this point, like it doesn't really matter if I can't see them live. Like a bunch of other people will see them live. Like I'm happy just seeing them on the screen. Like I don't. It's not necessary. Not only that, I feel bad that they're being exhausted. Like they're so tired and Pez won't listen. Come on, just give them a break. Because as long as they're happy and healthy and then updating from time to time, I don't even care if it's like just once a month. As long as they're checking in that they're not, like, you know, they're doing well, and I don't really mind. Because all I care about is that they're just happy and healthy. Which is why it broke my heart for Wanu's comment at the end of, like, I think the concert from a day ago. God. That broke my heart. They shouldn't have to apologize for being sick. I don't think they will. Because they even called, like, the tour dates North America, which confused me, because they might as well just said United States tour dates, because there was none in Canada. I am not. I am Canadian. Strathmore? I definitely got mine off of Amazon, and then I bought my giant roll, which is this paper, because I have it 40 by... Oof, I don't know how long the roll is. 40 feet? Maybe around there. Maybe it's like 25 feet or something. I don't know. Roll of Strathmore 500 series, because I thought I was going to use it, but then I couldn't bring it to university because of issues. But I bought that off of eBay. The other one. This paper. Because I cut this down to make my own sketchbook. Yeah. They are overworked. Like, extremely overworked. And I was talking to another carrot about it, but, like, she was telling me how much more they do when they're in Japan compared to, like, other things, because they have, like, the fan signings, and they have the concerts, and it's just, like, it's a lot compared to, like, some of the, like, other tours that they're gonna do. Like, I think not all of them have fan signing dates, obviously. But, like, they have so much stress on them, and it's just, like... I know they want to perform and they want to see carrots, but that's heartbreaking. Let's talk about more lighthearted stuff, because I'm feeling depressed now. Let's not talk about that. I'm getting too worked up over their health and stuff. Oh, one last thing, actually. The fact that, like, June and D8 have to go to that China schedule to represent 17, just because, like, I don't think 17 as a whole can make it to the thing. That just sucks as well. Because that's putting more pressure on D8 and, June having to participate that, like, in that, as well as, like, the concert date, fan signings and stuff. Okay, now we can just end the topic. I should stop. I don't want this to be a rant about how I don't like lettuce. For more reasons than one. I did. I love Hinapia. Like, they're... Pada? So cute. So cute. And Roa's still my queen. I love Roa. Not Roa, I guess her... Here. I think, like, the thing is... The funny thing is, like... Pledis used to call her Minkyang, but they spelled it differently, and now a lot of us are getting confused, because, like, Hinapia's, Is that how you say it? Hinapia? Hinapia? I don't know how you say their group name. But, their agency spells a lot of their names differently. Like, Kyungwon, like, hers is different as well. I think, is Yebin's? Hers is changed as well, technically. Unwoo is the same. And I love how the fans call, Pada Kimsi. That's so cute. But Minkyung is my queen. We love her. And then when Xion and Sungyeon put the flower wreath thing for support, that made me cry inside. Funniest event at a concert? 17 usually does skits during their concerts. They've done skits at their concert. They've done like kindergarten, like preschool or like kindergarten. They've done like elementary, middle school, and then trainees when they were trainees. They've also done like VCR stuff as well, like videos they filmed. They did a musical version of Pretty You. They did like I don't know. I've only seen clips and stuff, but like I don't know. I would really want to go see them so bad. Oh well. Yeah, everyone's name changed except for Unu. It's basically the re-debut of 4 members from Priston with a new added member, or not new added member. I guess it's like with another member who to form Hinapia, and they're a new girl group. Bada's voice though, I love it. Her voice is so attractive. Like her vocal color is really nice. When I first saw her concept photo, I was like, whoa, like who's this badass person? And then you see like the other things, and she's this like squishy, cute maknae. Who seems to get along with the members, which is really nice. And she's really young. She's fairly young. Let's give Merlin his eyebrows, because those are extremely important. Thank you. Thank you for watching the sketchbook tour. I think it's because like a lot of the times their eyebrows are covered, but like eyebrows are such an important feature to show like expression and stuff, so like they have to kind of put it on top. This is a weird question, but do you have any hair colors that you want 70 to try out? Do again? Personally, I need blue and Jew back. To be honest, I like darker hair on June. But new colors. I like wanting to go back to the silver or to go back to black hair. I think those suit him the best. I don't know. I don't know if I have any other ones, to be honest. I want Vernon's hair to be black again, to be honest. Black short hair, like from Boom Boom era. That's my favorite. Josh with like lighter, like a pinkish hair. I also think that's very cute. Who else is there? I like Woozy to go back to black hair. I'm really biased towards like them having black hair though. Oh, S-Coops with silver hair. I have like one like thing in my head of S-Coops from Clap. Probably use the lighter color. Have to go over the hair again. I feel like I'm just too distracted to do this right now. I just keep butchering Merlin. See, yeah, that's why I like majority of the time I like their hair being black anyways. It's less, like, I don't know, harmful to their scalp. You're good. You're so good. Aw, thank you. I've actually dreamed my OCs yesterday too, last night. I have such a hard time making eyebrows look good. Ah. Wait, like, realistically or, like, stylistically? Because realism, I definitely agree. Eyebrows are... Let me grab this one of Minghan. Eyebrows are difficult. Because I'm always torn about, like, blocking in the shape or, like, doing more, like, individual hairs. Hello. One sec. I just need to catch up on where you guys were talking. I can't draw mouths. I feel like I always centered the mouth off or it looks weird. If you're drawing it, are you talking about drawing it like head on or like 3/4 or is it like side view? Just make sure like, this is like, wait. Do I have a scrap piece of paper? Do it in here maybe. Oh, let's do it on the back of this. Sorry, Merlin. You guys can see. If you have your circle like this, if you're doing 3/4, always put that center line down. But make sure it's always slightly at a curve. Right? And if you put your eyes here, I'm just gonna do derpy eyes. But like, if you know the center, which I didn't follow very correctly, is right here, put like the center like right under where the nose would be. Shorten this side, and then make this side longer. Because you have to know that this part would be more aligned with this side of the eye, and then this one would be aligned with this side of the eye. Now he looks like he's crying. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, you have to think of it as like a 3D object. Okay, back to reading these. Hello, I appear once again. Anyways, what do you do if your OC looks too unoriginal or it looks too similar to other people's OCs? I feel like if you're having problems with that, first of all, I think you need to... Okay, the way you have to approach it is like, this is, if you're doing it more towards like storyline or if you're going to do it based on design. So if you're doing it based on design, I would look up a bunch of references of things you like on like Pinterest, on Google, and don't look at other people's like OCs. Just look at what you like in a character. Because like my OC designs are very like basic. They're very... Let me see if I have them here. Like, very easily to be drawn because I want them to be easily recognizable and easily... Like, I focus more on color scheme. Whoa, that looks so derpy. Rather than on... How to explain it? Like, complex OC design. Like, you know, people, like, sometimes they want to put, like, wristbands and, like, bracelets and, like, hoodies and like a choker, and they want to have like them to have ripped jeans but also like fishnet stockings and like a see-through jacket or something. Like, you might be putting too much into the design for the sake of wanting it to make look cool. I feel like you should focus on one thing and then slowly develop it. But if it looks too much like another person's OC, just literally eliminate all your visuals from other artists and just focus on looking at like real life clothing or like real life, like just look at color schemes and stuff and actually just draw from your brain and looking at only those references. But if you're doing it, or like the other approach is based on personality, which I did mostly for Koji, which I knew I wanted it to be a person who's younger, a little bit bratty, a sports kid, but also very like naive. So I wanted to make sure like he looks very sporty, he dresses very like in simple colors, his hair kind of can be disheveled but can also like, you know, wear a hat and you can still see his bangs kind of things. You slowly develop your OC over time. Like you shouldn't just decide like I want an OC, I'm gonna make an OC and he will forever stay looking like that, because I think the first few pictures I drew of Masaki, his design wasn't like final. Like his shirt was more blue, his pants were like a dark brown and same color with his like his outfit, but then I changed him to a more teal color with like a sweater, and then I slowly started building stuff up. Like I took out designs out of his apron. I decided to take out the flower design that I was initially going to make him have in his hair because it was just too busy. Just slowly work on it and just make sure you're drawing it for fun and not drawing it because you want your OC to look like another person's OC, or like you want an OC because like this person has a cool OC kind of thing, if that makes sense. That got super rambly. Let's see. My favorite two Vernon hair was Boom Boom era and Oh My era. Ah, this is very cute in Oh My. With the bandana, super cute. What's the most difficult thing of the body for you to draw? Anything below the shoulders down. By the way, I only just noticed the gif in the corner. It's so cute. Ah, thank you. That's Dogyam waving the carrot bong. The hair poros sites are probably what? Kentucky Fried hair. Ah, no worries. Hello. How do you get down shading highlights? I really wish I knew how to go about adding more colors to the flat layer of color to where it seems polished. I feel like it's different from different people. It depends on what kind of a style you're going for, because I've done both cell shading, which is definitely like, you know, like has that harsh line where it indicates like shadows and stuff, but like then there's other ones that I've done more like painterly now. I think you just need to look at shapes in general, look at shapes and then do color theory. So look at how light would hit triangles, hit pyramids and round objects like spheres, and then see how reflective light bounces off on shapes and stuff. But like for color theory, you have to learn about value first. Like do grayscale monochromatic painting before you do color, because if you can master values, then placing different colors for highlights or in the shadows will, like, no matter how crazy the colors are, will still make sense if your values are correct. I haven't drawn an OC in like 5 years. Maybe I should just do one of those then versus now challenges. I struggle with hair so much. Hair is a struggle, yes. Maybe I should just say the whole body then, because hair is a struggle. That's true. For your digital art, do you use a Wacom or do you use a fancy tablet? I don't know. I know you probably answered this before, but I need to get a better tablet. I've used a Wacom pen tablet, which was $70 from Staples back when I was in junior high. So like when I was 13-ish. I used that all the way up until high school. So I used it for about 6 years before I changed to the Wacom Intuos Pro, which is still a like a normal drawing tablet. Not one of those fancy screen tablets or graphics tablet kind of things, like the screen tablets. I use the Wacom Intuos Pro in the size small. I kind of want to draw Masaki though. I have so many things I want to draw, but I'm not wanting to draw Merlin. Also, you don't need like an expensive tablet to get started with digital drawing. I know Huion? Why can't I say that word? Huion? They have some really cheap ones that are really small. Even though like they're really small and cheap and they're technically bad for your hand, they still work really well. Maybe I should I just sketch instead? Instead of drawing goddamn Merlin. Here, I'll let you guys choose. You guys can just let me, like, I think I'm just not gonna work on Merlin right now. Do you guys want to watch me doodle snapshoot stuff? So that's 17 fan art, and we can just draw poses and stuff and add 17 to it. Or do you want to see me draw my OCs, Koji and Masaki? Because I'm fine with either or. So let me see if Masaki's dry now. Because that pen wasn't drying. Well, they're dry. I'll let you guys choose. Doodle what? Masaki and Koji or 17? So I think I'll finish Merlin at a different time. Cause like either or, like either I do snapshoot doodles or I'm doing OC doodles. I just want to practice anatomy more, so I'm gonna look up like poses on Pinterest. Your little guy? You mean Koji? Or do you mean Hansuke? I'm assuming you mean Koji? OCs? Okay, let's do some doodling. I'm gonna let Merlin dry a little bit because I added that brown wash over there. So I'll put Merlin over here. Now I don't know if I'm gonna use watercolors. Maybe we'll use watercolors? Maybe. Maybe I'll just leave the watercolors here. I don't know if I want to per se. Koji. I'll draw some Koji. I will draw some Masaki, just to ease myself in, because Masaki's design is less hard for me. Okay. think you have to be a little bit more specific. If you mean digital art in a whole, then I can't really help you. Oh, that's fine. People draw on their phone a lot. Okay, I'm gonna open up Pinterest. Oh my god. Some stuff I see on Pinterest is seriously ridiculous. I want to look for like, let's see, have I done this one? What is that noise? Please tell me that's my neighbors. Oops. I don't know what that noise is. Please. Should I put my brushes back into my palette though? Okay. So I don't know how I'm gonna color the sketches today, or if I'm actually gonna color them, but nope. It might be because you might need a stabilizer, or you need to do them in shorter, small strokes. That are like more fluid. So you can, if you're using Paint Tool Side, there's a stabilizer. I think Clip Studio Paint also has a stabilizer. I don't know about other art programs. If not, you could also like clean up your sketch and then use that as your line art. It might be easier. My iPod is frozen. Actually, let's put them down here. Hmm. Thing about doing koji instead of masaki is that a lot of the poses that I find I have to shrink the body to make it look like a younger kid. But then I can't tell if I'm making the head too big. Because at this point it really does look like his head's too big. There's a lot of things you have to learn from digital going to, or traditional to digital, is a lot of like shortcuts and how tools work. His sock's too high up. You can definitely sketch out your webtoon traditionally, and when you do have access to doing digital, then it'll make it a lot easier. I'm gonna color this per se. Should I color it? I don't know. So I like to keep the colors light. Just do that. And not color his hair in. Oh, I should do his eyes first. You guys have any other questions? You guys can just keep sending them my way, because I'm not talking that much when I'm drawing or like sketching. I don't know what pose I did for yesterday's. So why do I feel like this looks similar? Oh, shoot. I was supposed to be left white. Oh well. If you're writing, nope, I can't help you with writing. What's your least favorite art supply? Pastels maybe? Oh, gouache. I have a love-hate relationship with gouache. I used to love using charcoal. I love compressed charcoal. I love drawing with no distractions. It makes it easier. That's true. Koji's head looks so big. should really stop putting the nostril there. I already butchered them. That's great. I'm just gonna leave a scar in pencil. I really need to draw Koji more. I keep butchering his face. That's like the only thing I'm consistent with Koji, is butchering his face. At times I feel like I put too much pressure on myself for no reason. Oh, that's true. When you're sketching and stuff or drawing. I wanted to sketch a lot lately, but I don't know what to sketch. So a lot of what I do feels forced. I feel like to get started, you should just draw what you like to get into like a good momentum. Yeah, I gotta stop putting the nostril in there. I tend to find myself coming up with new character design mainly for web. That's fine. It's usually it's fun to make characters. Cause I always think about like making other characters. Cause like one day I would like to make a story about Masaki and Koji. But so far like into the future that I don't think it's necessary. How long are you gonna stream for? I think I'm gonna stream for maybe 1 more hour. We'll see. We'll see how I feel, because I'm not too sure. Last time I had to stop it short because someone came home. And I don't like streaming when other people are around. But I should also do commission work soon. I think I'm gonna stop like maybe in an hour, and then I can finish editing that video for tomorrow, as well as collect some clips for another animation, and then work on a commission. Oh, thank you very much for coming. Bye. That's what's holding me back as well. I'm not good at storytelling either. Fantasy sounds fun though. think I just need to do a basic headshot of Koji first. Ah, thank you. I think it's because I want to do more of a slice of life type of thing that I need stuff to happen in between. What time is it in your country? In Germany, it's around 10:30. Ah. It's 2:30 p.m. in the afternoon for me. Making character stay in character. I'm sure you guys are talented writers, though. Probably close his eyes in. Was consistency. The funny thing is when I draw Koji, this makes me want to draw Masaki. Oh my god, you guys. Oh, that sounds cute though. You're 12. Handfix. I'm gonna try drawing Masaki. Actually, let's draw Koji with flowers. Forgot about that. I like how you still have it, that's funny. Nice. Alright, yellow. What are you using for lining? I'm using my Staedtler liquid point. Ah. I mean, like, as long as you enjoy art, you shouldn't. I don't know how to explain it. Impose your feeling of art onto other people. Because that's when you know you're. Might be hurting other people. Well, I don't think that's a good mindset. You should be going around to check out what you can learn from other people rather than seeing if they're doing better, because art is subjective. Someone might think that another person's art is better than yours just purely based on preference rather than on skill. Me, literally me to a T. I literally barely leave the house now. Unless I need to. Oh, someone's home.